You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Sister Wives fans, let's dive into what Kody did with his tongue that icked out fans and humiliated Robyn. Fans are calling these some of Kody and Robyn's most embarrassing scenes yet, and that's saying a lot. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. All right, where to start? So many scenes where fans see Kody and Robyn humiliating themselves in these Sister Wives one-on-one interviews in the tell-all segment. So before we unpack the fan outrage, let's break down the moment that took the cringe factor to new heights and set tongues wagging, and we mean that literally. So now that Kody and Robyn are free to flaunt their love, fans are watching in disbelief. I mean, I guess it's nice to see a husband and wife totally in love, but it's over the top the way that Kody and Robyn gush over each other, and it's really giving viewers the ick as well as his ex-wives. It's too much. It's way too much. It's way too much. And this love sickness kind of hit the next level recently. And by the way, this Kody and Robyn behavior, you know, it isn't out of nowhere. It's just that we're seeing it out of nowhere, right? I'd have to guess that this dynamic between Kody and Robyn and his apparent over-the-top infatuation with her and vice versa is part of what drove a wedge between Kody and his other wives, and in particular bothered Kody Brown. You know, Kody's insisted he didn't cross lines when he had 4 sister wives, you know, trying to keep everything balanced, right? And he played dumb about the jealousy that Kody mentioned in seasons past, but I don't think this fixation Kody has on Robyn suddenly sprouted after Kody and then Janelle and then Meri all walked out the door on their plural marriage. So in this creepy scene, we've got Kody grinning while he's recalling another TLC tell-all from years ago on Sister Wives. And we got Kody swooning as he describes a picture he took of Robyn after the makeup crew finished fixing her up. And then Sister Wives showed a clip of Robyn all dolled up from back then. And Kody did something that had viewers on the verge of vomiting. He pretended like he's holding a phone with the photo on it and he's staring, you know, at the photo of Robyn holding this imaginary phone. And then Kody does this thing. He flops his tongue out of his mouth. It's kind of pervy. It's definitely ick. It's cringe. And I will admit, Robyn did look really good in the photo, but the head tilt kind of looking up reminded me of my mom's 1960s era, you know, high school senior portrait. It was a little weird. And then Kody's just this tongue trick he did reminds me of, remember the movie The Mask with Jim Carrey, where he sees the gorgeous blonde on stage and then he turns into this lusty weirdo and his tongue rolls out across the table while his eyes bug out. There's the picture. And just by the way, Kody didn't just flop out his tongue. He did this whole exaggerated swipe through the air with his fully extended tongue, like he's licking Robyn's photo like it's a popsicle. And even she seemed humiliated by the whole bizarre incident. It's a lot, and frankly, not anything that he would have done on camera when Kody was juggling 4 wives. My gosh, I would love to hear Kody's reaction to this moment. I'd like to hear Peyton Brown's reaction too. Maybe we'll get lucky and he'll post some snark about it. But fans sure weren't quiet when they saw it. And let's be real, it's not just Kody giving fans the ick with his over-the-top tongue-licking adoration of his only wife. She's doing it too. In a previous Sister Wives episode, Robyn described Kody as yummy when he rides a horse. Yummy. So Robyn's all hot and bothered by cowboy Kody. More cringe, more ick, more reminders not to eat dinner while I watch Sister Wives episodes, because it's a challenge to keep the food down sometimes, especially with this tell-all stuff. So now we have Kody describing Robyn as his, quote, higher love. And Kody claims Robyn brings him, quote, a divine love. These words seem worshipful, right? And fan comments reflect that. They're saying Kody and Robyn literally worship each other to the point that it's just getting humiliating. And again, this isn't out of the blue, just my personal opinion, but this is probably how Kody and Robyn have been towards each other all along, but they kept it off camera. But it would be hard to keep it from the rest of the family, right? Given this level of, obsession. And it kind of justifies some of the things the other wives have said about Kody's neglect of them and his hyper focus on Robyn over the years. Kody had 3 other wives that were supposed to be, until death do you part and beyond, because they were sealed. And then another woman came along and the rest fell by the wayside, and just it's all about Robyn. So I feel like they've just opened the curtains on it now for us all to see. This tell-all didn't just show the cringe of Kody and Robyn, though. It was a study in contrast, while Christine, Janelle, and Meri showcased their maturity, their readiness to move forward. Kody and Robyn seem stuck like high schoolers that can't rein themselves in and just want to climb in the back seat. Kody's bizarre lick trick was followed by the composed expressions of Meri, Christine, and Janelle while talking about, their lives post-Kody and, all these things they've got going on. There's just miles apart from Meri, Christine, and Janelle in their emotional maturity compared to Kody and Robyn. Christine, Janelle, and Meri did their tell-all interviews with level-headed reflections on the past, and then we've got Kody and Robyn leaning into these bizarre love-struck antics. And if Kody's tongue abomination wasn't enough, another scene sealed the deal. There was Robyn gazing at Kody with this adoring stare while he was talking. Meanwhile, Robyn's plucking things out of his hair. It reminds me of like National Geographic, where the chimpanzee, it's grooming its mate, Whatever romantic love-struck vibe they were going for, fans just weren't feeling it, maybe feeling queasy, but not feeling whatever Kody and Robyn were trying to inspire. Kody's attempt to justify his past and his failure with his other sister wives was another key moment. He didn't frame it that he did anything wrong, but rather he was admitting he simply loved Robyn more than he did Meri, Janelle, and Christine. But then Kody's solution to the problem of him loving Robyn more than the others also kind of dropped some jaws. Instead of correcting the imbalance or toning it down, Kody decided to remake his relationship with Meri, Christine, and Janelle and make them more like what he shared with Robyn. That saying, fake it till you make it? In this case, maybe it was fake it till you break it, because unsurprisingly, Kody's 3 ex-wives weren't having it back when they were his current wives. So Meri kind of summed up the absurdity of it all best. She was kind of stunned and made it perfectly clear she had no desire to become Robyn. Janelle took an even harder stance, distancing herself entirely, says she wants nothing to do with Kody and Robyn. Christine didn't mince words. She called Kody's claim empty talk because, at least from Christine's angle, Kody made no effort to fix their fractured relationships at all. Some Sister Wives fans suspect that Kody and Robyn's sudden openness about their very intimate life isn't just showing off their deep love for one another. Some think it is a deliberate swipe at Christine, Janelle, and Meri. They all felt abandoned by Kody, and the church agreed, at least with wife 1, because they granted Meri a release from Kody on the basis of abandonment. And, we've seen a whole lot of him trying to rehab his image this season, trying to remake the dismal rep that he's got as a father for being estranged from his kids, including that bizarre moment at the funeral where he was saying Garrison, the son they lost, forgave him in a dream. And now Kody again seems to try to reshape the narrative, showing what a great husband he can be if, and only if, he's got a wife totally devoted to him like Robyn is. Who knows what's going on in Kody's brain under that mop top of hair, but what I do know is the tongue trick with the lick left most fans just feeling sick.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.